Well, got some things going on down on the farm. Trying to keep the dogs from getting out. The other day, the dogs were out and they were out overnight. They got out early in the morning. And see, our air conditioner um, had a problem and it leaked water all over, and carpet got ruined. So the insurance, our homeowner's insurance, hired these people to come clean up the mess, and they had fans, big fans all over the house. These are big blowers, what they really are, not fans, and dehumidifiers. They pulled up a bunch of carpet, and my wife's office and the hallway and the entryway into the house and the closet next to the where the air conditioner is. Our air conditioner is not under this house because this house is built on a slab. So we have a closet that has the air conditioning unit. You know, part of it's outside, part of it's inside. Excuse me, I didn't mean to do that. But anyway, it got clogged with dog hair, and so it started backflowing the moisture that builds up, and our floor was all soaking wet for a while, and they fixed the problem. Now we got to change our filter every 2 weeks. I said, because we have dogs and other 3 cats, I guess. So it's not like once a month, or I've been doing it like once every 3 months sometimes, but got to do that a lot more often, change out the filters. Anyway, where I was going with that was these big fans. The dogs hate it. You know, dogs' ears are much more sensitive than human ears. So these fans were just bugging them. That's what we believe they left. But I had to I built ways to keep the dogs in the yard. Part of that will be in here, and you'll see midnight and see the geese and the ducks. Not everything today. But anyway, let's get into the little film I made. There's my 2 blues. Let's go look at Midnight. Oh, Midnight, your carrot fed out. She was on her. She got loose, and I spent an hour trying to get her. She can definitely outrun me. There. Likes your carrot. You like it, huh? So this is the, I don't want to open the gate again, but this is it. I used the plastic bags from feed. Some of them are made out of paper and some are plastic. I use the plastic or the coated ones for just to block out some of the, except for down the bottom, so air can flow through there, but gave it a little more protection from the sun. And we'll go look at the back. We'll come around this way and look at the back. You see the back, we put a shade cloth, or shade tarp actually. We put that on the back so Midnight can have some shade area. Huh, Midnight? Midnight wants to eat the phone. Can her eat the phone? You want to eat the phone, Midnight? Midnight likes me, but Midnight doesn't listen to me. And I didn't want to have to catch you again, honey. I mean, I like you, Midnight. Don't get me wrong. Here's my getting out of the hospital present, my wife said. But not totally mine, because roommate paid part of it, so it's hers, and she decides everything, so. But eventually, we'll get her pregnant, and roommate wants the firstborn. She was supposed to be pregnant, but I'm thinking it was a false pregnancy, because in dogs will sometimes get a false pregnancy. They may have a boy hump them while they're in heat, but you know, the boy doesn't know how to put it all the way in or whatever it takes to get him pregnant. So that might have happened to this one. We don't know. They were thinking they lied that they were pregnant, but it was kind of showing signs of pregnancy, so I don't know. I think maybe they tried to breed a bunch and they were hoping it got pregnant. But they were actually selling it for somebody else, one of the relatives. Midnight? Midnight's a good girl. Aren't you, Midnight? And Thor, him's a good boy. I'm not telling the truth there. See the water up in the air? Still water in the garden. Trying to get space in my own garden to grow my winter crops. But lettuce and kale, Swiss chard, some other things, salad greens, and green greens. Look at all the swans, all the geese. All my geese are together in the pool. And there's another Swedish duck. That's called a splash, that color. I think that's a female. They're big ducks though. And my wagon broke. I showed you the turkeys last time and chickens, so my wagon broke. This is what I used to haul stuff from the car to here. Now I got to carry all the 50-pound bags one at a time. The peach tree is getting big. Didn't produce any peaches. It had some buds on it. It looked like it's going to produce peaches, but it didn't. I'll give it a couple more years though. It's spreading out like crazy. And there's my sprinkler. And there's Thor's ball. Now Thor needs me to throw it. Come on, Thor, let me throw it. You kind of roll it a little bit. And he loves fun with that ball. Oh, Thor. Yeah, Thor. Thor, are you having fun, buddy? It's called a herding ball. I guess they make them for herding animals. And they can herd the ball around. It also takes empty water bottles. You get it. See, they can't bite it. It's too big. It's too hard for them to get their mouth on it. So they end up herding it. And they love it. And Thor really loves it. I'm not going to throw any more, Thor. I got to show something else. And there's my truckie. My truck. But anyway, if you can see, this is the back side of the rabbit tree. I got a tarp to replace that one. It's ripped. But you see, I put the pallets across here. And the dogs kept getting out. They can squeeze through that fence that I used. So got the pallets there, and then keep tarps up for the rabbits. Keep the sun off of them when the sun shines. Sun's not shining. It's cloudy today. It's not supposed to rain. I don't know if it's going to be cloudy all day. I got some tall weeds here. I can't get the lawnmower in there, so that's kind of how it goes. But I got those big rocks, boulders. Looks like they're part of a road or something. This one I got to move over. That's where they were getting out right there. Not anymore. So I got two ways I knew they were getting out. I got blocked off. This is the back of Midnight's cage. This little side yard. So I put the cage in here. Good reason. Because I really could never get the lawnmower in here. There's not enough room for my riding lawnmower to turn around. I'd have to go in, back up, go in, back up. So I said to hell with it. Just let the weeds grow tall. Figure maybe it'll cool off the air for the rabbits. But now the goat gets to eat all this tall weeds. But he don't want to eat those weeds. He wants to get out and eat the other weeds. These weeds aren't good enough for him. Hi, come on, Midnight. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. She's a sweetie, though. This is the sweetest goat. My wife was commenting. She goes, I would have got goats a long time ago if I knew they were that sweet. I think it's just this goat. I think it's just her. She's sweet. She probably got handled. Probably came from a family that had kids. Because she's very, very loving. And she likes to love on her daddy. Right? Am I your daddy? Because you're not a killing goat. We don't kill you. You're supposed to give us babies and milk to make cheese. And this is a Nigerian dwarf, and they're have the highest fat content in their milk than any other goat. So they're the best if you want to make cheese. Lamachas are pretty good. There's a couple other breeds that are good. Most goat breeds you can make cheese out of them. These ones just have a lot of milk. Even though they're small, so they won't produce large amounts of milk. There's Theo. And Theo, he's creeping around. He always hangs out with me. He's a little farm cat, but he loves his family. We found him. The first time I saw that cat was right there in that guy's yard, just right at the beginning of the yard. And I went to get him, and he ran under that trailer. And so then I came back in the house, and I was in the backyard, and the cat was in the rabbit tree crying. So I went and picked her up, and I brought her in the house and told my wife we have a new cat now. My wife wasn't that pleased, but she likes the cat now. The cat loves my wife. So the cat knows how to play the game. Isn't that right? Wherever you went, kitty. No matter which room of the house you're in, or where out in my property you are, that cat will find you and he'll come check you out. This is our car, and I still got 3. I got rabbit feed, dog feed, and layer pellets. I didn't need layer pellets. What I needed was scratch grain, but I didn't get scratch grain. But layer pellets will do. And I still got basil, and it's basil, oregano, chives, parsley, and some more basil, and my banana plant, of course. My roommate's been pulling weeds here, which need to be done, but they just weren't getting done. This summer just too fast and furious. A lot of weeds didn't get pulled. We're going to start getting weed barrier cloth and putting that down. And there's Theo again, walking under the car. So anyway, that's what's going on the farm. A lot of focus has been on the gardening for the winter and the goat. Next month we're looking into buying maybe another goat and then another goat later. Goats need company. So my idea to get another female, maybe a baby, and then later on get a billy. I call them nannies and billies, and the babies are called kids. But officially, they're not nannies and billies. They're bucks and does, just like rabbits are bucks and does. But rabbits have kits, which are actually short for kittens, and goats have what they have. Now goats have kids. I'm getting like Rev, and I'm forgetting what I'm saying and stuff. Let's get off that Delta 8, I guess. I got the new Delta 8 that mimics heroin. You shoot it up into your veins. Pretty good stuff. Nah, not really. That's not even funny, I don't think. But anyway, yeah, I'm keeping busy. That's why when I go to chats, I might only be there for 5 or 10 minutes because I'm taking a break, and then I gotta go back out in the hot sun or something, do something. But that's the life I chose, and I enjoy it. So you guys have a good one and an even better tomorrow.